There is something beautiful and thrilling when two people look at each other in a way that is different from everyone else around them. And this time, the Chinese entertainment world is once again abuzz with excitement over a sweet yet tense interaction between Ziyu and Tian Xuning, two young stars who have recently become the center of attention due to their natural chemistry that is difficult to describe in words. For fans who have been following their careers, the small moments behind the scenes and brief interactions in front of the camera feel like pieces of a love story that is quietly blossoming. But amid all the spotlight and pressure of the entertainment industry, there is one thing that is difficult to hide: the genuine nervousness of someone who is falling in love. And that's what we see this time. Ziyu, who is usually known for being calm, charismatic, and confident, suddenly loses his composure completely when he is near Tian Xuning. It all started with a promotional event that brought them back together after several months of not appearing together. On stage, the cameras focused on the two of them, and fans immediately noticed something was different this time. When Tion Xuning smiled softly and looked at Ziyu, his expression immediately changed. His usually confident smile slowly faded into a nervous little smile. His eyes tried to look away, but instead looked even more awkward. Some fans even joked on social media, "He looks like a teenager who has fallen in love for the first time." And it was true. In that moment, it was as if the whole world had stopped spinning for Ziyu. He tried to maintain a professional demeanor, but his slightly trembling hands and prolonged smile gave him away. There was something unique about their relationship. It wasn't just about their visual compatibility, but also the energy they radiated when they were in the same frame. When Tian Xuning spoke, Ziyu listened intently, as if every word that came out of his mouth was the most interesting thing in the world. When they laughed together, the atmosphere changed completely. The air around them felt lighter, warmer, and more alive. Fans began to speculate that maybe, just maybe, something was growing behind all that laughter. And the most captivating moment? When their hands accidentally touched. At first glance, it seemed like a small thing. But the camera managed to capture how Ziyu held his breath, looked down slightly, then smiled nervously, a reaction that couldn't have been faked. We often hear that love makes people nervous, even the most confident ones. And in Ziyu's case, it felt so real. Every time she was near Tian Xuning, her body language changed drastically. Her shoulders tensed slightly, her gaze became awkward, and every smile that appeared felt like the result of a struggle between wanting to keep her secret and wanting to show her feelings. Even during the interview, when asked about her favorite co-star, Ziyu was at a loss for words. He looked at Tian Xuning for a moment, smiled awkwardly, then simply said softly, "He's a very pleasant person to work with." But the tone of his voice, the way he lowered his head and bit his lip, all showed more than just professional admiration. There was something behind that word pleasant, something much softer and deeper. What made this situation even more captivating was how Tian Xuning responded to it. Unlike Ziyu, who seemed nervous, Tion appeared calmer, but the look in his eyes clearly showed that he was aware of everything. He smiled slightly every time he saw Ziyu acting awkwardly, as if enjoying how his presence could throw the young actor off balance. In one behind-the-scenes moment, someone from the production team shared a short video of Tian Xuning patting Ziyu on the shoulder while chuckling. Ziyu's reaction? He immediately looked down with a red face, then turned away while touching his neck, a classic sign of someone trying to hide their embarrassment. The scene quickly spread across Weibo and Douyin, with thousands of comments from fans. Tion knows exactly what effect he has on Ziyu. He teases her in such a gentle way. It's so sweet. Their chemistry was palpable even without words. As they walked side by side on the red carpet, Ziyu's steps seemed a little slower, as if she wanted to match her pace with Tian Xuning's. When they sat down on the talk show, Ziyu reflexively turned his chair slightly toward Tion, leaning forward, showing a subtle but consistent interest. These were all small signs, but to observant fans, every gesture became visual evidence of something deeper. And when Tion Xuning laughed, Ziyu couldn't help but smile. She looked up for a moment, then looked down, as if she didn't want the world to know that laughter, just simple laughter, was enough to make her heart flutter. The entertainment world is often full of falsehoods and charades. But there are things that even the best actors cannot hide: sincere feelings. Ziyu might be able to act perfectly in front of the camera, but in front of Tian Xuning, his mask of professionalism seemed to crack little by little. The nervousness he showed was not a weakness, but a reflection of the most beautiful human feeling: falling in love without a plan. And for Tion Xuning, who seems to understand all of this, he doesn't try to embarrass Ziyu or avoid her. Instead, he creates a gentle space where Ziyu can be herself, nervous, awkward, but honest. It's no wonder that hashtags like #Ziyu-Tion Xuning chemistry and #Ziyu blushing again became trending topics. Fans from various countries began compiling videos of their moments together, from brief glances, small laughs, to meaningful silences. Some even called them the true definition of soft love. Because indeed, their relationship, whether it was love, friendship, or simply admiration, exuded a soft and pure energy. Ziyu's nervousness in front of Tion Xuning is not a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it shows that he truly cares. Because people only get nervous in front of someone who matters. Every glance, every smile, every second they spend together contains an emotional honesty that is difficult to fake. And perhaps this is what makes the public fall so deeply in love with this couple, because they present something we rarely see: real feelings, not just acting. The big question now hanging in the air is, will Ziyu finally dare to express his feelings? Or will everything remain a secret that we can only read through body language and glances? What is clear is that every interaction between them is now eagerly awaited by fans. Every stage, every interview, even every leaked behind-the-scenes photo becomes new evidence that something is slowly blossoming between these two young hearts. In a world full of image-making, Ziyu and Tion Xuning bring something fresh, a simple yet touching sincerity. Ziyu may not be able to hide his nervousness, but that's precisely where its beauty lies. Because sometimes, love doesn't need to be announced. It just needs to be felt, in a slightly faster heartbeat, in a laugh that's too sincere, and in a gaze that's too long to be considered a coincidence. And amidst all that nervousness, love finds its own way.